Torngat Mountains National Park is in northern Nunatsiavut, the Inuit and Innu territory in Labrador created in 2005. The Torngat Mountains extend into Nunavik, the Inuit area in northern Quebec. The combined area is surrounded by the Labrador Sea, Grey Strait, and Ungava Bay. We flew from Kuujjuaq to Saglek Bay, which is just south of the 60th parallel, or 500 kilometers north of Goose Bay. The ever-interesting topography underwent dramatic changes from boreal forest with lots of lakes, through foothills with rivers such as the Korok, and finally to the rugged beauty of the Torngats, the place of spirits in Inuit culture. The coastal area around Saglek Bay is characterized by beautiful fjords with 1,000-foot cliffs rising from the water. At 3.5 million years, these are some of the oldest rocks in the world. There was lots of spectacular scenery for Ruth and Kay to view, including great icebergs. Upon landing, we were greeted by Gary Bakey, the guest services manager at Torngat Mountain Park, Jacko, one of our ever-present bear monitors, and Donna, who had just graduated from adventure tourism at the College of the North Atlantic. Joe Webb ferried us out to the Robert Bradford, a longliner which he owns jointly with his brother Chess. We became good friends with them, their family, crew, and the boat. First, we had a close-up tour of a couple of icebergs. After a relaxing 45-minute journey down Saglek Fjord, we arrived at base camp in St. John's Harbour, summer home to climatologists, biologists, and archaeologists and environmental scientists. As well, there is an Inuit student summer program. We started our visit with orientation and safety presentations from Gary and Larry. Then Gary and Donna took us on our first exploratory walk. We found flakes of Rama chert from Rama Bay, a material used for making tools by the Inuit 5,000 years ago and used as a trade item. We sampled our first edible mushrooms, very tasty. Rose root is an edible plant with reputed healing powers. The footprint of a local wolf reminded us of the ever-present wildlife. After a rest stop and photo moment beside some beautiful waterfalls, we strolled back to our dining tent for supper. Then it was off to a lecture on mosses and lichens before settling into our very warm, comfy sleeping quarters. We began a rainy Wednesday with breakfast in the main kitchen tent. Lots of food options and plenty of it, along with good company. Afterwards, the Robert Bradford was once again our seagoing limo as we headed out for a 3-hour ride to Rose Island. Ruth enjoyed dried caribou rib meat for a snack along the way. As evidenced by bones and diggings, Rose Island is still home to caribou and polar bear who dine on the prolific berries. It has been occupied by Inuit for many millennia. More recently, the Thule Inuit lived in sod house depressions that used whale ribs for roof supports. Whalebone chips and ceramic are visible in the wall of mud. In the 1960s, archaeologists from the University of Chicago arbitrarily removed bones from 113 stone graves here. They wanted to do DNA research, but never got the current generations to provide samples. Negotiations more recently led to the bones being repatriated. In 1996, they were interred with a special ceremony in a large common grave on Rose Island. As the return trip progressed, the weather improved. While Ruth wrote up her notes from our journey to Rose Island, we saw more of the great scenery along Saglek Fjord.